exchange or NE. It's everything from what's hot in music to the latest.
What's up, everybody? What's up? You're looking at News Exchange Sessions. It's your boy James Jensen. I'm here with another one. Once again, as you can see, stars! I'm about to celebrities, people! Sorry, it's how I feel good. It's how I feel good. Welcome, Mr. Nello Player.
What's good,
Welcome
man?
to Sessions, my brother. This is like long awaited, you know.
Long overdue, right?
How many? I mean, I've known you for many years, and I think this is like the first time that we've actually sat down and any kind of stage presence simultaneously. I think it's the beginning of hopefully future things to come in.
Thanks to the call. Thanks to Hammy.
Well, thank you so much for accepting the call. Well, if you guys don't know, Sessions is all about the different artists. We're trying to promote Belize 100%. Nello Player was actually featured in the 10th issue of News Exchange Magazine, and that was actually about 6-7 months ago.
Wow.
Let's just go back to the beginning. Explain Nello Player and how you became Nello Player. Tell me, who are you?
All right, let's see. We have time?
We got time. Got a strong.
Well, I started music in 2003 officially, you know. I started putting beats together, started putting rhymes together, and right here in Belmopan, actually.
Okay,
right?
what actually inspired you to start?
Well, a lot of inspirations, a lot of factors came into play to bring about Nello Player. And first I'd say started off with my folks, my parents, you know. I mentioned in my biography and other media that my folks were very instrumental in me, in my career, you know. My mom listened to a lot of music. My dad now an avid musician or a listener.
Your dad plays music?
No, he doesn't play. He DJs. He knows music too. You know. So all of that was just passed down to me and my sister. Because growing up, it was me and my younger sister. And she have it so bad. I call it so bad or so good, depending on how you want to watch it. A song could start on the first instrument play, and she could tell you, okay, that such and such artist, that a such and such song, right?
All right, good,
you know,
good.
It happened to me differently. I started to singing these people's songs. Like I started to know all their lyrics and started to know about music, right? Started to become interested in music, and so. But 2003 officially, while living in Belmopan, because I lived here, a lot of people don't know, for about 4 to 5 years. From
undercover Belmopan boy.
Belmopan boy, you don't say it, I'm ashamed to say it. But originally, born and grew up in Belize City, that's my home now. You understand? So I started off music in Belmopan. Started messing around on the computer and Nello just came about now, a childhood name. I understand, and they call me Nello. In high school, dabbling in a whole lot of stuff, music, basketball.
So you was Nello from before?
From before anything.
Music.
So it's strange, you know why? Because only close family used to call me Nello. You understand? I didn't want to move too far away from that, so the guys started calling me Nello Player at high school.
I know how you feel. I mean, well, me personally, I would never use my family name as my stage name personally. I'm not afraid to say it. At home, everybody's calling me Junior Bumpy. There's no way in God's green earth I'm going to go on stage like, yeah, next artist, Junior Bumpy. Not happening. If it was Nello Player, I do it style. You know?
Man.
Go ahead.
So that's how I started dealing with music in 2003, and from then, that's just it, man. I've been working hard so far, and the people have spoken. The people have appreciated my music and told me they, you know.
It's 2013. 2003. That's exactly 10
years ago. Exactly.
10 years ago, you've been doing this thing, and the accomplishment. As far as like, give me the list of, I would say, your 5 proudest moments in music, as far as accomplishments that you've accomplished, whether it be an award, an accolade, or just a name mentioned from somebody. I don't know if it's being in News Exchange Magazine or being.
No, this is a major accomplishment.
Artist.
Why wouldn't this be an accomplishment? You know, this is nothing regular, nothing easy to do.
Anybody get up to know?
This is what I'm saying. So this is a part of one of the accomplishments.
I ain't gonna. I'm working.
That is definitely a part of the accomplishment, you know, and I'd even say more so, bigger than any award, because I've received a few awards, you know. I've gotten awards for the National Song Competition. I've gotten about 3 of those, and some Belize Music Awards, reggae dancehall artists, male vocalists, so forth. But bigger than all of that is to have the acceptance of the Belizean people, because you know it's not easy for Fui people. Fui people accept the music that
Fui
we
people
put
are
forward. Crofty, because we're not supposed to we're not supposed to be afraid to be Crofty. Proud to be Crofty. Own that. Own that. You understand? So if we Crofty people, it's hard for them accept our music and just know that now other Belizeans they rise to their standards and their ranks. You understand? So to have that acceptance of my people, you know, that's a great thing. That's a major accomplishment for me. You know? Okay.
Well, I've known you. Question: albums. How many albums have you done in the last?
Man,
years?
It's a funny thing. It's a funny thing, Jacob.
Because,
you know why? Because I like to think a lot of people always ask this, and some of my fans and supporters, you know, might have gotten frustrated, so forth, because I haven't really released an official album. You know, maybe it's in my head, but hold on, before you say anything, I've had 8 mixtapes.
Okay.
You understand? See? Right. I know I had to say that before you say anything.
Okay. I was about to say. I know I heard too much Nello Player stuff out there so the never an official album.
Yeah, the 8 mixtape, the number 8 is coming out next month, August.
Okay. The name of that mixtape is going to be?
Brain Food. It's already named. It's already have song listing. Yeah, one of the
I know that
Brain Food want to think about.
Alright. See, because people have an idea of what that is.
Yeah, and it's simply just
fish, right?
No. Well, I don't eat fish, so I don't know, right?
Alright, you see, I was just told, fish is good for the, iodine and brain food.
No, brain food has a connotation on its own, right?
Okay.
So what I'm saying is this CD is brain food for your brain. So when you put it in and listen to it, it does a lot to you. It does a lot for you as well.
Okay.
Right?
I would say that I've heard you did so much different collaborations with different Belizean talent. Your top 5 talents that you've worked with so far, that you would say you've done your best work with.
Okay. I have some collaborations that are on the album, and don't get it twisted, I'm working on an official album, right? I'm not going to give any date
for that yet?
Yes, that's out there, that's been out there.
Okay, which is?
I don't know if I should say it again. I don't know by the start of.
I don't know how that,
But I did say it already out, so I should say the name of the album, Nello Player debut album, is Calculated Risk, right? Meaning we know what to get into with this music, we know exactly what to do, right? We know that a huge risk, right? We put a lot of time and efforts into it, right? So it's calculated. We know what we're doing as it relates to music. I know what I want from my music, right? As much as big as a risk as it is, I still go in head first, right? So calculated risk, I think that was.
No, I'm glad you mentioned that point of going in head first. We're getting ready to take a commercial break soon. But the last main topic that I would like you to really address on, especially for young future talents who want to endeavor into this industry, if you want to call it that, because I believe music has a lot of aspects. It's not just you, the artist, it's the production, it's the singers, the dancers. It's bigger than what you guys think. But you made a statement and you said to dive in head first.
Yeah.
And a lot of our young talents have the slightest idea or understand that is exactly the mindset that you need to have to make it, or even to be recognized within this industry. If your mindset is not going into this thing on a head first basis, then why do it? And my question to you, I guess, for the fans interview is why the need to put that much energy or emphasis into a craft that a lot of people might say is not the best financially lucrative aspect. What is it about music that drives you to want to go head first into it?
Because I'm so, let's see, first of all, I still feel funny about not answering the question about my collaborations, so I have to cover that.
We're going to
go right? My collaborations, the top 5 collaborations, hold on, is Miss Tanya Carter. Her and I have a song that we did together. Well, 2 songs actually. She was featured on a song with me, Take Me Back to Belize. And I have a song that's featured on her album called Good Vibes. That's on Tanya's album. So you have Tanya Carter, you have Young C. Say Open Learning Play, no call me out often. So big up Open Learning for run, no call me out. You understand?
Don't call me out tonight. I'm going home to my kids. I'm going hook up with my wife.
So you have Tanya, you have a song that Denise and I did for my album. It hasn't been released yet. Denise Castillo, big up yourself, Miss Denise Castillo.
What's up, Denise? She's actually going to be on the show too as well, so I'm looking forward to meeting her shortly and getting her in sessions.
The song's called So Close.
Okay.
And I have a collaboration with Miss Melanie Gillett, that's 4.
Okay.
Right? Called Maybe It's Over. I'm not sure if you're over, but maybe over. Right? And rounding out the top 5, a song where they get a lot of mad airplay, and that has helped propel my stature in music in Belize because of the song being good one, and because of the video is. Nego Heights, Mr. Nego Heights, all the way in Chicago. Nego, I think, was once featured in NE Magazine.
Yes, he's also another artist that was.
Right, so yeah, and I have a song called Team Up. That's been doing very well.
Very.
Yeah, stand on the radio.
Team Up. I know. It's one of my favorite Belizean songs. I noticed, and I'm just saying this because, and I have to be like devil's advocate at the same time. One of the persons that I noticed, because we follow your career, that you perform with a lot, is Jen Covelli. I noticed that you never mentioned him in your top 5.
And you know, it's funny because he and I are so close.
Nello, now mash up this track here.
We live next to each other, for God's sake.
Alright.
You know, I live there, he lives here. So they're like, Jenko, you get up yet? You know.
Alright.
But he and I have a song that for my album. It's so funny because we do a lot together. We perform places together. We get hired at the same gigs. And up to date, we only have one song together. And it's not even only us. It's me, him, and Blackberry. A song called Dreadlocks Man. Right?
I think I heard. Yeah, I heard this. I heard the song.
Right?
I got to download it. Thank you guys for sending that to me and sharing that to me. I really appreciate that.
Yes, exactly. And then there's one that we're working on for my album called Morse Code. Right? But that's already recorded, but not finalized yet. But it's funny that you mentioned that.
All right. Now, speaking, another thing that's important. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna, when we come back, we're gonna get to more of Nello Player. I want to know about where you actually do your recordings. I want to know what's next for you in the future, and I want to know about, if there's a Nelloretta. So. James Gentle, this is Nello Player. You're watching News Exchange Sessions, and we'll be back.
New magazine for BC, Common News Exchange or NE. It's everything from what's hot in music to the latest guests that you move with. I'm smooth.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy James Gentle once again. We are back with the one and only Nello Player.
Yes, sir.
So before we left in the commercial break, we were asking Nello Player about the hardships of this music industry and taking, I would say, the bull by the horn, or by the cojones, they would say, you know, and dive in.
Yeah, I think we started off from explaining the whole calculated risk concept for the name of the album, right? And that came directly from what you're asking, I think what a lot of people need to know, or a lot of artists, I should say, is that this not just one record thing, you understand? You know, just record your music and expect huge successes and recognition and jobs and just acceptance, you understand? Writing and recording is actually the first part of the whole formula, and it's a minor part of it. It's an important part, don't get me wrong, because you do have to have the product. You have to have a sensible product. True to yourself and about what you do, I believe other things, other doors will be open from that. So it's not only recording artists, definitely more than recording. If you work with a team, you have a manager, you have a marketing team, or just say it's you and a manager, or you and somebody that helps you, somebody close to you that helps you, Try to get your stuff to the radio stations, It's hard coming from the districts and the if you're not in Belize City, if you're not centralized at Belize City, it's somewhat harder. Again, we Crawford people, I don't know why, but it's harder to get the acceptance if you're not an artist where live outside of the Belize city.
Why is
the
that?
country
Why do you feel that is?
I don't know.
From an artist standpoint, why do you think that? And it's not something that is new to Belize, but we all know that if you're not from Belize City, then it's more difficult, like you said, to get the recognition.
But you have a lot of artists too who how would you say? A lot of artists who put that notion to rest or who breaks that mold. Rasinha, for instance, Rasinha da Fan Bill Mopan, you know, but he did something to get the acceptance and the attention of the country. Ernestine, you understand? But I'm saying, and it also has to do with the genre too, because you know Punta is something from the country,
very dominant,
and it's from Dangriga. It's not from the city, but it still has countrywide acceptance.
Exactly.
You understand? So it has to do with the genre.
Which is another thing I was going to mention.
It has to do with
the genre of music plays a role?
Most definitely. That's why I feel so passionate about what I do, because what I'm doing some years ago was unheard of. You know, yes, you had big respect to Kenny Morgan and the Fresh Breeze crew, to Mobile, Malaki, to all the other artists. Some of them do urban music, because that's what it is, reggae, dancehall, hip hop. You understand?
Started out.
Yeah, you know, so big respect to them. Back then, I believe it was. I don't want to say easier and take anything away from the artists, because they are major artists who definitely helped me to be who I am today. But the genre does have a lot to do with it, because it's unheard of for you have countrywide acceptance, or at least Belize City acceptance of reggae and dancehall music.
I understand.
You understand? The people more lean towards the indigenous music. You know, the Punta rock music, the Brock down, the marimba down south, and so forth. You know, instead of leaning towards the reggae and dancehall music that are not fully from Belize. But what we do is make it our own. I always tell the artists that. Maybe another reason why I get my acceptance, because I talk Creole in my music. I sing reggae and dancehall music. I consider my music world music.
Alright, you see, that was the question I was going to try to get you. I'm glad you answered that, because my question is going to be, what do you consider your genre of music is?
I say world because a lot of people some people speak about it in a bad way too, you know. That like they make it seem like I don't know why they do. Because 1 minute I talk in a Creole, next minute I speak in English. I tell them I just to be me, this is how I talk. I not try put on ears, or I not this is how I talk, you know. I not try to do that or anything. That's me.
And that's another thing that, speaking, you said that you try to be you. A lot of things that I see, a lot of young artists that wants to follow in your footsteps. We notice we have a high influence of the dancehall, like you said, the reggae genre, as well as the hip hop and R&B genre in this country. And we notice that a lot of our artists, instead of like yourself trying to originate themselves, we are highly, I would say, a nature of beings that duplicate a lot. And feel like that's what we need to get ourselves across. What's the difference between being a duplicated MC as opposed to like Burn has his own style. Ernestine has her own
respect to Burn, respect to all the artists.
And the big name that you mentioned, the Jenko Vellis, the Tanya Carters, the Melanie Gillis, the Ernestine, the Denises that are coming out now, and the Dre, who I'm loving his music right now. They're developing their own Belize version of what their style is, but we still have a lot of
we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go to even with some of those same artists mentioned just now. You know, I don't be selfish about this, because to me, it's still as much as we don't see it as a competition. You know, because I don't believe it's a competition. We are still in a playing field.
You have to compete.
You understand?
You have to compete. If your mindset is not to compete to win, then why?
So it's like sharing a lot of the inside scoop about the industry that myself have seen over the years and figure, boy, this is the formula right now, leave it at this and that one bring this. You understand? So I don't mind saying some of these things out. You know, another whole, another reserve anything. But one of my secrets to my little success that I've had so far is because I don't talk Jamaican in my music, not one bit. You know, they have a few of the prominent Belizean artists right now where still they speak Jamaican in their music, the Jamaican accent. And right now, Diggs, last night, the first night I ever watched the show on 5, the Superstar show, right?
Hey, I didn't say it. I'm not on the station.
I did, but I'm saying. No, we made mention it. No, we made mention it because, or I made mention it because You see artists to go up there, they talk Jamaican, I mean, and then them sing it, then they just to talk to the people and then got a Jamaican twang going on. You understand? To me, it's not natural, it's not natural, it's not right, it not look right for a Belizean, you know? It's not necessary. Talk a Creole language, man. Talk a Garifuna language. If you talk any other man dialect, no talk on them.
Speak your mind.
But no come up there and, you know. As a stage, as an artist, you go through the imitation stage. Nothing wrong with that. You start to imitate what you like, and after that, you start to make it your own. But a lot of we still stuck in at the imitation stage, and they live with that. That's their career right there.
Agreed. You spoke about recording. Another thing when it comes to recording is the quality of recording that's done by our local, I wouldn't even want to call us local, but our Belizean talent. You know, I hate the word, I despise the word local talent.
Something about it, not true.
Just something about it just rubs me the wrong way.
I get you.
You know,
I get you.
Because no other country or CARICOM nation considers their artists as local talent. We're the only ones that do that.
Yeah, American artists are
the American artists, Jamaican artists are Jamaican artists, Barbadian they're Bayesian artists, they're Trinidadian
so
artists.
So we Belizean artists.
We're Belizean artists, okay? Get it straight. Now, as a Belizean artist, one of the things that I find hard is to allow the clarity of separation when it comes to quality. I'm not saying that you should try to, like you said, sound like Jamaican or sound like, but I believe the quality of your product needs to be of the same caliber. What are things that you do to maintain, because the quality of your work is of international quality by far. What is it that's done to Nello Player's music that allows it to be that right now?
Again, Diggs, as I say, it has a lot to do with experience again, you know. I work with a lot of new artists, and people always say, I've heard songs where other international artists, they diss one ex-artist because they're in the industry so long and they don't bring no new talent to the game and whatnot. It's not easy. You know, easy. I work with a lot of new artists. I mean, in my close circle, in a close confines, I work with new artists. And if the artists don't have the passion or the drive, what can you do?
You can't force that to nobody.
But to answer your question, with the experience, the years of experience has led me to know what I want to sound like, has led me to know, like yourself, how music should sound like, you know, on that level. When you put on a CD or when you turn on your radio, you know, it's supposed to sound like something with it on the radio, meaning in the quality, the song.
They're speaking of the quality, because what happens is you hear a lot of the producers, and I hear a lot of the DJs, and even to an extent, TV show personnel who really have nothing to do with music, considered like Belize music. Well, you would hear that phrase like inferior or that not ready or that quality, you know, whatever.
And it's a funny thing, you know, because as human beings we are already trained to certain things, and subconsciously we don't know that what we do, but it's happening. Meaning you listen to something, you listen to a piece of work, one piece of music, of international piece of music. It grab you because that song quality is there. You hear the trebles, the mids, the bass, everything line up, sound good. And now a hit and miss type of thing if you don't really know what to do. Because
absolutely,
I will say that not all my productions song the same or no song the punch that I wanted it to, but it's so much work that I don't want to go and do it again. I might not capture the same essence that I did when recording it before, so forth. You understand?
And that's another thing. When you say a recording, a lot of people, the song that they record, and how do you go about doing that? And one of the hardest things for artists to do is when you perform live on stage, and I'm going to get into that, find out where is actually the best performance that you had in your entire life as an artist so far. But when it comes to performance, a lot of guys, you hear maybe they see the CD or the studio album and hey, this sound live, and you know, you say, well, you know, hey, I'm having a concert. You go to the concert, you meet the artist, and it sounds nothing like you heard on the CD, like 10 times worse.
Turn off.
Why is that?
I mean, a lot of artists, you know, we don't use the term as studio artists, you know, but a lot of artists get prepped and polished in the studio. You know, meaning they have a lot of these software, a lot of machines and whatnot, where just You know, I try to keep it simple, you know, because again, for that passion for that music, that's something what we know for though. So it don't take me nothing for go record something, and when I deliver it out there to the public, you know, I get the same thing. You know, I get the same thing.
Absolutely.
The recording, I do most of my recording home, myself.
You have your own studio?
Yeah, I have my home studio, right? Nothing expensive and elaborate, and you understand, but I have my own.
Upgrade yourself, Belize. Own studio. You know?
No, I try to get like
Sony.
TBM and what? Jag Camp?
You know?
Yeah. Again, years of experience make you know you only need certain things
to
record yourself.
That's the thing. A lot of people feel like you need to be in this big MAA studio, and they, like some young artists, you seem like they need this big switchboard thing,
and they don't even know how to use
it. You know, what's that button do?
But I don't use that thing. I only use this one.
Yeah, exactly. I only use this button and that button. Your best performance that you could say you did in country, because I know you also went abroad and represented Belize in so many different states in the U.S. And I don't know if you were. Have you ever been traveled to the Caribbean so far? Or
no, man.
Nothing
no, man.
Yet,
Sadly,
nothing yet.
my only travels abroad with music is to the U.S. I've performed in New York already. I've performed in Chicago before.
Okay.
You
and
know,
how was those performances
the Chicago
versus how the audience perceive you here in Belize?
Well, I can't be conclusive about it because at the time when I went, I wasn't known that well.
You wasn't Nello Player like
no,
you're Nello Player now.
No. So when I went in New York, it was a couple heads nodding, so forth.
Yeah.
But in Chicago, same thing. You know, I get more acceptance and appreciation because a lot of artists would say it different when I had a Belize.
Okay.
You understand?
The home crowd perceives you the best.
Yeah, I've had a string of great performances, but I'd say a couple good performances that really stand out is Popcorn concert at Princess when that. It was a disaster for him, but super
for you.
For me, right?
Okay. I heard about that.
Right, it was
popcorn,
super for me.
You know, everybody wanted their popcorn instead. I heard, but I wasn't there, you know. But so you had invite me to the next one. You know?
So you had the Popcorn concert. You had the Conscience concert at Tavern. Man, that was crazy. Why it was crazy? Because oftentimes we usually get shelved and put to the side, and by you go and perform to your CD. But that wasn't the case this time. After M3 production, that's Malik, Big John, Marsden, Jago, the whole crew, right? And then put together the concert, and they allowed us to use our band. Although Conscience performed to track, myself and Jenko performed to our band. So that was crazy.
Wonderful.
You know, I got great responses.
Good looking out, Jago. Big John, what's up? Malik, you know, we know each other, so I'll give you guys props. Can't give you that much shout out in that because, you know, they charge me, right? So I'm not going to say, you know, if you want to be a part of this thing, you know, you got to advertise. But back to what we're here with Nello Player, you know, learning about the hardships of diving into this music thing and taking it by the bull's horn. And this is a proven result. And to me, if they try to say that you cannot make it as a Belizean music artist, then here's living proof that it's possible. I believe music and entertainment is one of the most next rising, financially lucrative business in the country of Belize. You know,
serious income.
I'm definitely going to be a part of it for the long haul because my passion, my heart is here. I want to see our country rise to the occasion to equivalent balance throughout the entire Caribbean first, when it comes to what quality music is, and from then to transcend through the Latin Americas and to the United States. I want when a Jamaican song comes on that it's equivalent to any Belizean song, not what Nello Player is doing, but what Ernestine is doing, what Indio is doing, what Mr. Program is doing, 357, what Young C and those guys are doing, what Daddy on the Beats is doing, Chamika, you know, there's so many different artists, Denzel, the Escos, you know, that are out there, Jen Covelli's, you know, he's a milestone that he set a precedence for hip-hop music.
Big up Henchma, big up Jenko, big up Pokona Boy, my family, then you know, big up DTH.
All right, you know, they set a precedence for what hip-hop music is now moving on to, and now newer industries and newer young people are coming on and gravitating to what you guys generated and what you guys started out. You know, do you see yourself coming out of music anytime soon, or from the artist standpoint, being just the artist? Do you think you're going to elevate to other aspect of what music is?
You know, well, definitely, most definitely. I don't see myself being an artist on stage forever, because you know time won't permit, and just
well,
normal.
that's not. I mean, you see Garnet Silk and
oh yeah.
You got what's Barris Hammond and you know.
Yeah, but at some point they will have to hang it up, right?
Now. But their music is good.
Yeah, their music is good. So what I hope for my music, or what I want from it, is I always said I want to put out music that stand the test of time, right? So even if I'm not performing, or even if I've already done my prime time stuff and I'm just they're hiring Nello in the States or somewhere else just to do the old songs they were used to do when they were younger.
In short, he's trying to say, folks, when he is CEO of Nello Records, you know, when he's relaxing, he just signs checks now.
No, I just want to relax. I never want to relax until I go sleep.
All right.
But what I will do is I'll be an engineer, because I mean, doing music for so long, Diggs, a lot of the stuff I record today is on my own beats, on my own stuff. You know, because I know who I want to sing. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I produce a lot of my own music. I record myself. I produce and master. What I need to do is start to extend out to master, because I would send stuff to Young C to master, to Kendall to master, just so I don't hear it anymore. And just so they do what to Jenko to master, and if you incorporate Daddy in that circle and send some stuff to Daddy. I would send stuff to my cousin in Chicago who works close with Daddy. You know, for him to listen and yeah, but I send the vocal and the beat, make I see what I could do. You know, so and that's what I intend to do in the future.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because one of the things that I believe the industry needs to do is to start to work more with each other. You know, I believe we're too small for us to try to take it to ourselves.
Then make that competition aspect come in too much when it comes to that.
Exactly.
And I play that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy for you to stay on your own and do stuff, because then you don't have no objections, no hindrances, no fallbacks, no weight, nothing, right? That's one of the reasons when I decided that I want to do music, that I would be a solo artist, because I toyed with the idea of being in a group or working with our next couple guys and we do something together as a group. But then I started thinking about it, and I say, you know, when I want to rehearse and I want to hear, you know, feel like rehearse today, or you know, feel like, or there's any sort of problem. It's rough. It's hard.
It's rough to be in a group.
You know. Also, I need to mention this since we talk about group. I have to big up my band. I'm also in a band called Verja Umbra. Big up Verja
Umbra.
I don't know if you heard of Verja Umbra.
No, I haven't.
That's myself.
I mean, just send the next tickets to the next Nello Player show. Be like courtesy for News Exchange Magazine.
You just missed it, man. We had an awesome show at Club Elite in Belize.
See, we could have been right there, you know.
You should have, man.
I mean,
it was an awesome show.
You don't even have to get me. I mean, I don't even drink nothing expensive, you know. Expensive.
Big up Verja Umbra, Lowell Gillett, Andres Pineda, Jenko Velin, Nello Player, Gerald Chevans, you know. That's the name of the band, Verja Umbra.
You get me water and I'm in the spot, you know.
Yeah.
Throwing up a peace sign. Where you at, Danny Chung? Take a flick, you know. Holla at a brother. But anyway, man, it's been really, really good talking to you. I had so much. If I could say, you would have any final words that you want to leave the fans. Also, how people can contact you for any shows, any tracks, any music. How to get in contact with Nello Player. Your final thoughts and words.
First off, I'd like to mention that I recently entered a song into this CARICOM song competition for 2013, and the prize monies and the recognition is great from that. So I'm hoping, we're still waiting on word to see what's the final. You know, prize money is 10,000 US and a whole string of other things. And most importantly, what's happening home here is I recently submitted for this year's national song competition, and I make sure I go vote for it. Song called Da Belize Day. Right?
Belize it there.
That Belize it there, right? Mad Trap, idiot on Facebook. You don't say it. Right? To reach Nello Player, hit me up on Facebook, Facebook/Nello Player. SoundCloud, the music is on SoundCloud for free download, you know. Free download. $3.
Crofty, when you know that, like, your favorite word next to that for me.
That for me, right? Right? So, SoundCloud/Nello Player, go on SoundCloud, get music, of course. Check out the videos and the other songs on YouTube. Again, YouTube/Nello Player.
Alright, I heard that. Right? YouTube/Nello
Also, you could hit up NelloPlayer.com, see what's going on NelloPlayer.com.
Beautiful website, everything. Alright, once again, thank you for watching Sessions with News Exchange Magazine. If you guys want to copy News Exchange Magazine, you can get them anywhere in the country. Belize, San Pedro, you can get them in Belize City. They're at Key Supplies. You can get them on the Brody's in the Northern, Brody's on Alberts, you can get them at Catwalk Fashions, you can get them at the Book Center, Image Factory, as well as if you're in Belmopan, you can get them at the Buka Service Center, Nicholas Ara's Barbershop, Brody's in Belmopan, Dakers, Dangriga at the bus terminal, and you can get them at PG by contacting Mr. Lawrence Nicholas. My name is James Gentle, and peace out.
For BC, Common News Exchange or NE. It's everything from what's hot in music to the latest gears that you move with. Yo, I'm smooth, I'm down.